Senator Santorum, earlier this month, the Pentagon opened all U.S. military combat positions to women. You previously opposed allowing women in combat roles. As president, would you change the Pentagon's new policy?
I would use the studies that were done that were ignored by this military, that there were certain positions that, frankly, were not suitable. And they pushed a political agenda above what is in the best interest of the safety, security, and effectiveness of our fighting units. So I would go back to using what we should be doing, which is putting forth people on those frontline positions who are best prepared to do the job, survive the job, and come back home safely.
So just to be clear, you're saying yes, you would change the policy back?
I would change the policy to reflect what is the best interest of the people that we're asking. I've got a son who's going into the Air Force right now, and as a father, I want to make sure that if he's out there on the front line, and he may be a pilot flying an airplane, I want to make sure that the person who's responsible for his wing has the ability to do the job they're doing. And if they don't have that ability to do the job, if we're doing social promotion as opposed to what's best for the efficacy of our fighting force and for the survivability of our men and women, I'll change that policy.
Governor Pataki, as you mentioned earlier, you have two sons who served in Iraq and Afghanistan. Would you maintain this new policy as president, or do you agree with Senator Santorum?
No, I completely disagree with Rick. This is America, and we've made enormous progress. And I don't care if you're a man or a woman. I care if you're good and capable of doing the job. If you can do the job, don't lower standards, don't lower the criteria. But if a woman is capable of doing these jobs, there is no reason why we should deny a patriot who wants to serve and help defend our country that right.
Senator Santorum?
So what you just said is you agree with me. Because that's exactly what I said. I said if you can't do the job, you shouldn't be able to, you shouldn't have the position.
No, you said you would reverse the policy which excluded women from those jobs, whether or not they were able to do that.
No,
that is wrong.
I did not say that, George. I mean, you may have heard that, but I didn't say that. What I said was, if they can, in fact, do the job that any other person can do, I will allow them to do so. But if they cannot, I would reverse the policy. And what happened here is there were many studies done, particularly in the Marine Corps, which begged this president not to move forward with this because people are going to get killed as a result of it. The president went forward anyway. That is not looking out after the best interests of anybody, including women, in that frontline position.
Governor Pataki, do you have a final response?
Yeah, I think what Rick said is very different from what he said initially, which was that he would reverse the policy that gave women not the right but the opportunity to serve in combat. They can only do it if they're fit and capable and meet the same standards as men. So to reverse that policy and deny a woman who is prepared to risk her life to defend our freedom and is capable of doing everything a man could do is not the right thing for America in the 21st century. By the way, you see in Iraq, the Peshmerga, the Kurds, many of their top fighters are women. This is the 21st century. We're not radical Islam. We want to give women the opportunity to do whatever they are capable of achieving in this